Well, I just got back from a 90-minute Orange Theory. If you don't know what Orange Theory is, it's a high-intensity interval training chain of gyms where you wear a heart rate monitor that you can monitor if you're in different colored zones. So gray means you're barely getting your heart worked out at all. Blue is like, you're just kind of breathing a little heavy. Green is kind of that like steady zone, like maybe you're moving but you're not like really gasping for breath, but you're maybe jogging or something, or power walking at a base pace. And then orange is when you have an elevated heart rate, you're getting what's called splat points. It's a whole thing. It's this gamification of a workout, which really works for me because I'm a gamer, and gamifying things has a positive effect on me. It doesn't work for everybody. So you want to get splat points because that kind of measures how much you keep like burning calories outside of the workout. That's the theory. Red means that your heart rate's really high. You're really pushing, you're working out really, really hard. So I just did a 90-minute. Usually these are 60 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes for shorter ones. Average is 60 minutes. 90 minutes is a lot harder. You end up spending a lot more time doing all the workouts, but especially like more time on the treads. So every class is sort of broken down into treadmill blocks, and then weight floor blocks, and then sometimes you're doing some rowing, or sometimes you do 3 blocks with treads, rowing, and weight floor. But today was just mainly treads and weight floor with just one row. So that's something I really enjoy. I like hard exercise that really gets me exhausted. Yesterday I did hot yoga. Today I did the Orange Theory class. I'll probably also go on about an hour-long hike at some point. I'm trying to diversify my workouts. So I'm trying to have the weight training, flexibility stuff like yoga, cardio, which I get both on the treads, rowers, and hiking and things like that. And then I want to start doing fun stuff. I want to do basketball because I used to play basketball. I used to be able to dunk a basketball long ago when I was, a lot thinner. I want to do, I'm thinking martial arts at some point, even though I'm 41 and I feel sort of late to the game, late to the party, whatever. My son is in Kung Fu. I don't know. I'm thinking like kickboxing or something, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I wish there was a HEMA place around here so I could do some sword fighting, because I have this whole thing. I've been pondering this project I want to do, which I'm codenamed Viking Quest. I'd really like to be in a show someday, like as an actor. I'd like to be in a Viking show, or make my own, or do a short film or something. I love Vikings, and people often refer to me as one. I was actually flying to Comic-Con recently, and at the TSA guy was like, "Hello, Viking. Have a nice flight, Viking." I was like, okay. So I want to get in really good shape, get really strong, get some tattoos, take some sword fighting lessons, get back into acting, and do a Viking thing. Maybe a video game. I don't know. Something like to give me a goal to work towards. So that I'm not just doing this purely for vanity, but also for health and for creative endeavors. I was going to talk real quick. Like I burned 1,400 calories at this workout today. At least that's what my monitor said. And I could go and burn another 1,000 hiking later. But then my real problem with weight loss, because I need to lose like 50 pounds maybe. My real problem with weight loss is I get so fucking hungry, and I just love eating. I've always loved eating. I've always been a bottomless pit. Whether I'm moving or not is really the trick. So the hardest thing about weight loss for me is the nighttime. It's the evening. So like my biggest goal outside of the fitness stuff is to stop eating after dinner. So that's a tricky thing. And sorry if you hear my dogs barking. There's this fucking dog across the fence right across here that's always outside. And so if I even have my dogs out for 5 minutes just to like eat food or use the bathroom, that dog's out there by barking at them. And then my dog, especially my dog Huxley, my biggest dog, is just like goes fucking crazy. He wants to kill that dog as bad as I do. Although I think it's the owner's problem, not the dog's. But anyways, my biggest problem is eating it at night. Not just like midnight snacks, but like I'll eat dinner and like no matter what, before bed, I'm hungry. And part of that is I need to go to bed earlier, now that I'm old and boring. But I'm a night owl. So, you know, if I eat dinner at like 7 o'clock, then by like 11, I'm hungry. And I have a hard time not like pouring myself a bowl of Cheerios or, you know, eating more dinner. And it's really bad. So that's one of my big goals, is just to say, you know what, you have to deal with being hungry sometimes if you want to lose weight. Because I'll always go on these big kicks like, oh, I'm going to go low carb, or oh, I'm going to just be vegetarian, or I'm going to do paleo, or I'm going to do the Whole30. And it's always like I do it for 4 days and then I flame out. Then I say, oh, I'm going to do intermittent fasting, and I flame out. But I think it's a really good goal to say, don't eat at night. Or maybe like, fine, I don't know, what do you like, you all, if you have ideas for me, I'm always open to ideas. What works for you, what you do to stave off like evening hunger or hunger in general, because there's a lot of mental stuff that goes into that, right? Like, yeah, if I'm burning a bunch of calories, I'm clearly going to have to eat a little bit more, because you can't go into too much of a calorie deficit or you're not going to be able to work out. But you also don't want to like let that hunger get control of you and then just eat so much more that all your exercise is doing is making you gain weight, unless it's muscle weight, which is fine. Anyways, yeah, it helps to update and have accountability, right? I am 22, 23 days sober and off the sauce. Other than coffee, my drug of choice is just exercise now. And I really mean that. Like, I get a high from exercise. Like, I get a boost, and it's a good one, and it's addictive, and I feel much better for it. It's sort of the opposite of alcohol abuse, right? Because that feels good at the time, but then you're hungover and tired and shitty, and I get really depressed and antisocial, and it's to be honest, it's one of the reasons that this YouTube channel hasn't grown the way I wanted it to, because I get so antisocial and so shitty and depressed that I can't make videos. I can't sit here and just extemporaneously talk about stuff. My ideas get foggy, and the only time I have good ideas is when I'm drinking. So it's important to recognize that and acknowledge that. Anyways, so yeah, these are my goals. I want to get in great shape. I want to stop eating at night, because I think that will solve a lot of problems, including some of my digestive issues. I'm going to start looking at tattoos soon. I've never gotten a tattoo, and it's because I'm so fucking indecisive. I've got a couple ideas, and one of them is Dark Souls related, and I don't care if that's cheesy or whatever. I love From Software games more than any other video games. And I think you could make a pretty cool, pretty elaborate tattoo with characters and symbols from all the From Software games. It's something you could add on to as more come out. Yeah. Anyways, just you take care of yourselves. Sobriety is a hell of a drug, and but I do feel my clear thoughts and my clear, just clear, my body, my thoughts, my mind, my soul, all feel like so clear these days. And like, just looking back even a month to where I was at, it's just night and day. It's crazy. And it's good. It feels good. So anyways, thank you for watching. I'm actually seeing some subscriber growth lately, so that's fucking cool. And, you know, maybe we'll turn this whole thing around. So, anyways, peace and love. Catch you next time.